It's 7 a.m. Your alarm goes off. You wake up, your mind already cluttered with the day ahead. Traffic jams, stressful meetings, bills to pay, strained relationships. Modern life seems like an endless whirlwind of stress and anxiety. But what if I told you there was a way to navigate this chaos with serenity? A method to find inner peace, even in the midst of the storm. It's not an empty promise, nor a miracle technique. It's a philosophy that has spanned centuries, guiding emperors and slaves, rich and poor. Welcome to the world of Stoicism. Stoicism is not what you think. Forget the image of an impassive sage, cut off from the world. Stoicism is a philosophy of action, a practical guide to living a fulfilling and meaningful life, no matter the circumstances. Today, we're going to explore how this ancient wisdom can revolutionize your modern life. 1. Control. Imagine your life as a big circle. Inside that circle are all the things you have direct control over: your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. Outside that circle is everything else: the weather, the actions of others, the global economy. The Stoics teach us that the key to happiness lies in understanding and accepting this distinction. You can't control whether your flight will be delayed, but you can control how you react to that delay. You can't control whether someone criticizes you, but you can control whether you let that criticism affect you. Let's remember this quote from Marcus Aurelius: "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." Let's take a concrete example. You're stuck in traffic and you're going to be late for an important meeting. What can you control in this situation? You can control your emotional response. Instead of getting upset, take a deep breath and accept the situation. You can control your actions. Call to let them know you're running late. You can control your perspective. Think of this time as an opportunity to reflect or listen to an enriching podcast. By focusing on what you can control, you take back control of your life. 2. Acceptance. Acceptance is often misunderstood. It's not passive resignation, but a clear-eyed understanding of reality. The Stoics encourage us to accept reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. Consider a breakup. You can't control the other person's feelings or their decision to leave, but you can accept that reality, no matter how painful it may be. This acceptance does not erase the pain, but it frees you from the energy you would have wasted trying to change the unchangeable. Remember this quote from Epictetus: "Do not demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do, and you will be happy." Acceptance allows us to see the situation clearly and act appropriately, rather than reacting impulsively. 3. Virtue. For the Stoics, virtue is the highest good. But what exactly is virtue? It comes in 4 main forms: wisdom, the ability to navigate complex situations with clarity and good judgment; justice, treating others fairly and respectfully; courage, doing what is right, even when it is difficult; temperance, exercising moderation and self-discipline. Imagine a world where everyone strived to live by these principles. How would your life change if you focused on these virtues rather than material possessions or the recognition of others? Consider work, for example. Instead of focusing solely on your salary or status, ask yourself, how can I provide more value? How can I treat my colleagues with more respect? How can I have the courage to stand up for what's right? 4. Perspective. The Stoics constantly remind us of our place in the universe. This cosmic perspective may seem overwhelming at first, but it's actually liberating. Imagine yourself floating in space, looking down at Earth. Can you see your problems from up there? That missed promotion, that fight with a friend, that unexpected bill? It all suddenly seems a lot less important, doesn't it? This perspective doesn't deny the importance of our personal experiences, but it helps us put them into context. It reminds us that we're part of something much bigger than ourselves. Meditate on this quote from Marcus Aurelius: You are but a speck in the universe, a moment in eternity. 5. Daily practice. Stoicism is not a passive philosophy. It is a way of life that requires daily practice. Here are some exercises you can start today. Negative visualization. Every morning, take a few minutes to imagine losing something or someone you cherish. Your health, your job, a loved one. This exercise may seem depressing, but it actually has two powerful effects. It mentally prepares you for potential difficulties. It helps you appreciate what you have here and now. Evening journal. Every evening, take 10 minutes to reflect on your day. Ask yourself these questions. What did I do well today? What could I have done better? Did I act in accordance with my values? This exercise helps you stay aware of your actions and continually improve. Mortality meditation. Once a week, remind yourself that your time is limited. This is not to depress you, but to motivate you. Ask yourself, if I died tomorrow, would I be satisfied with how I live today? How can I use my time more meaningfully? The bystander exercise. When you feel overwhelmed by an emotion, imagine that you are an outside spectator observing the situation. What advice would you give to that person, yourself? This distance can help you react more rationally. Now you may be wondering, how can I really incorporate this into my life? Here's a challenge for you. For the next 30 days, choose one Stoic principle to practice each week. Week 1. Focus on control. Whenever you feel stressed, ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? Act only on those things. Week 2. Practice acceptance. Each morning, tell yourself, today, unexpected things will happen. I accept them in advance. Week 3. Focus on virtue. Choose one virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, or temperance, and work on practicing it in all your interactions. Week 4. Adopt the cosmic perspective. Each evening, take 5 minutes to gaze at the starry sky or an image of space. Let this perspective influence your worldview. Before I discovered Stoicism, I was constantly stressed and anxious. Now I feel calmer and more in control. I can't change the world, but I can change the way I perceive and react to it. Stoicism taught me to focus on what really matters. I stopped chasing superficial things and started building a life that is meaningful to me. Practicing Stoicism daily has completely transformed my professional life. I am more resilient in the face of challenges and more focused on my long-term goals. Ultimately, Stoicism is not a magic wand that will make all your problems disappear. It is a powerful tool that will give you the inner strength to face any challenge. Imagine yourself in a year, having integrated these principles into your life. How would you feel when faced with traffic jams, urgent demands, bad news? Imagine the inner peace you could feel, knowing that you have the power to choose how you respond. Change does not happen overnight. It is a process, a journey, but every step counts. Every time you choose to focus on what you can control, every time you accept reality as it is, every time you act with virtue, you are moving closer to the best version of yourself. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it is an invitation. An invitation to live a more conscious, more meaningful, more serene life. An invitation to become the captain of your own ship, even in the midst of the storm. So, are you up for the challenge? Are you ready to embrace the path of Stoicism? Change starts now, with you, here and now. If this video inspired you, don't keep this wisdom to yourself. Share it with someone who could benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on how to improve your life with ancient wisdom. Together, we can create a more resilient, more virtuous, more serene world.